Here's the reason why you're actually stuck in a broke mindset. I've realized that a lot of people that I talk to, they're in the state of like, I can't find a way to make money. I don't know how to make money. Like, it's hard out here. The economy's hard. Gas prices are up. Food prices are up. McDonald's costs $1 extra than it did from the previous years. Chipotle's up. Clothes cost more. Food costs more. Everything's just costing more. One of the things that I've realized is that we've allowed ourselves to kind of get wrapped up in this mindset of, I don't know how to get rich. I don't know how to make money, right? And that pretty much leaves us at a place where we're being stuck and blaming others, blaming the economy, blaming our parents, blaming our situation, blaming our environment, and not trying to make a change to actually change our circumstance or change our environment, but being stuck in that mindset, being stuck in that framework. I always thought about this. If you give a broke person $1 million, what exactly do you think they would do with that money? If you give a broke person $1 million, what do you think they would do with that money? Would they take that money and double it? Would they 3x it? Would they 4x it? Or would they go spend it? Right? Broke is not in the physical things that we don't have or we have, but it's actually in the mindset. Right? It's actually in the mindset. And before you go comment down, oh, what are you talking about? When I say that being broke is a mindset that you've created in your head. Yes, your situation that you're raised in, or you grew up in the environment that you grew up in, grew up poor or not having enough money. But ultimately, the choice is up to you to decide whether or not you actually want to make a change in your life and switch your environment, place yourself in positions where people are actually talking about business, talking about investing, talking about creating wealth, or just stick in the environment that you grew up in that isn't benefiting you. See, that's the difference between someone who has a broke mindset and someone who has an abundance, a rich mindset. People that have a rich mindset, what they ultimately do is they put themselves in positions where they can find others who are similar to them that can help them flourish. Another thing that's keeping you stuck, keeping you in this broke mindset where you're pretty much paralyzed and don't think you have a way out is, instead of actually living a rich life, you're focusing on looking rich. You're focusing on looking rich to your peers, your friends, the people on social media that don't really care about your life. I don't know how much times that I have to say it on this channel. It's like, people actually don't care about you. Like, they don't. You give yourself more importance in your head than other people actually think about you and care about you. Once you finally realize that, you'll be able to break out of this trap. And the reason I'm saying that is because what's the reason you go spend thousands of dollars on clothes, on hundreds of dollars on a shirt, on a shoes, just to post on the gram? If you're a guy, just to post on the gram a new fit. I'm not telling you not to do that, but ultimately what that comes down to is you trying to show others that you got it. You trying to show others that you have these materialistic things. You trying to show others that you have this nice chain on, which is cool, right? By all means, everybody do what you want. But what that ends up creating inside of you is someone who is living their life for others and not for themselves. Think about your in your head. Everything that you've done in your life is probably for someone else. It's probably to appease someone else. If you're a guy, you're trying to wear something to look clean, obviously, but you want some sort of attention from someone. It might not be your friend's attention, but it's going to be for a woman. So essentially, you're doing things to appease others. You're doing things, you're living your life trying to appease others and look a certain way to others. Whereas people don't actually care exactly what you got on. It might be a moment thing. Maybe they comment, on your IG posts, they look okay. Then as time goes on, what did that actually do for you? What sense of gratification besides the instant gratification did that actually give you? People go out, they are taking a trip every 3 months. I swear, people have infinite money nowadays, right? You see these people on the internet, they're taking a trip every 3 months, every 4 months, they're going out of the country. Meanwhile, you're young. I would understand if older people were doing this, but it's like people in their 20s. And I get it. We're in an epidemic where everybody just wants to travel, everybody wants to live life early. You know, you just pretty much you want to do everything right now. Because of the stuff that you see on social media, we all get kind of programmed into this way of thinking. Man, we got to do things right now. We got to experiment all of this. We got to, which is cool. But don't get wrapped up into that lifestyle, because ultimately it ends up not reducing to anything when you reach your 30s. And especially if you're watching this video, you're 18, 19, 20, whatever age that you're in, learn how to save your money. Learn how to invest way before you start doing any of those things. That should be a priority. Before you start going on trips, before you start clubbing every weekend, before you do anything, learn how to start investing. Learn how to do other things besides just wasting and spending your money, because that's keeping you broke. All those things, combine them together, they're all keeping you broke. It makes you feel like you're not moving ahead in life. It makes you feel like you're not advancing. You're not making any steps towards the goals that you set out for yourself. In the beginning, a lot of us, we like to think about the short term, the now, how we feel now, the things that we can do right now to make us feel better. The short term. What can I buy today that's going to satisfy me, or that's going to give me that gratification that I'm looking for? I was never someone that thought in the short term. Yes, when it came to trading, I lost a few, maybe I lost some money, right? Early on, but I'm glad made those mistakes early on. And the side of trading that they don't show you, if you're someone that knows anything about trading, or yeah, just trading options, day trading, there's people that actually do this stuff. The side they don't show you is the non-profitable side. They never show you when they're making money, because that's not something to gloat about. That's not something to show to others. Because when they're trying to sell you a course, or when they're trying to sell you a membership so you can pay to view their trades, they're not going to show you the amount of money that they've actually lost. They're not going to show you their P&L. They're not going to show you their profit and loss. They're not even going to show you if they broke even in a month, or if they had a bad month. They'll never show you that, but instead they'll show you the wins. I'm not going to ever tell you not to get into trading, not to get into these whatever these people are doing nowadays to make money in the stock market, but do your due diligence first. That creator you're looking at, whoever it is, make sure that they're authentic. Make sure that they're actually showing you their down days. Make sure that they're real, because there's a difference between someone who's showing you just wins every single day, and showing you realistic expectations, who's probably been doing this trading stuff for the last 8 to 10 years, and who's somewhat not mastered it, but has a certain level that they're able to make money at. So make sure that when you're deciding to choose a mentor or choose a creator that you're watching, make sure he's authentic, or she. Make sure they're the right person for you. Make sure you actually have not a connection with the person, but you have like a vibe that, okay, this person is not in it just to make money or sell courses, just to try and make even more money, but they're actually trying to teach me a skill that they've benefited from. We think in the short term too much. That's why investing isn't attractive to us. So that's why long-term investing isn't attractive to us. The wealth building habits that we have to build over time become too tedious. They become too annoying, because we're in the short term. These things become annoying to us, but you don't realize that doing these things every single day, doing these things every single month, are the things that are going to allow you over the long run to be successful financially. In the beginning, people When it comes to investing, people think that they need more money to start. You need money to start. That's what a lot of people think, right? It's that broke mindset in your head. You need money to start investing. You need money to buy real estate, which you do, right? I'm not gonna say you don't. You need money to start a business, which you do, but there's some businesses out there where you don't need money. They do not have a lot of startup costs. If you're lazy and just don't want to spend that extra money, that extra 200, 300 to create a business, get the LLC forms and start that process, then that's just you. But a lot of people think they need money to start investing. They need money now to do certain things. And they use that as an excuse. Oh, I don't have enough money. I can't do that. Don't ever tell yourself that you need a certain amount of money to start a project. You need a certain amount of money to start a business. Yes, you need it. It's a reality. But it's always actually less than you think you need. Because eventually what that mindset does to you, it allows you to stay in this state of procrastination where you don't want to do anything until you think you have enough money, which never happens because what ends up happening is you spend more, you make money, then you spend it. You make money, then you spend it, and you never have money to save up for that goal or that plan that you had. When it comes to investing, it's literally so easy to start investing. You start with 20, $10 into your brokerage app, you invest into whatever asset that you're investing into, and over the long run, you keep on investing. You don't have to start out with 100. You don't have to start with 200. You don't have to start with 300. You don't even have to start with $10. You could literally put $5, a dollar into your brokerage app, and you can invest over the long run. So don't ever tell yourself that you need a lot of money to start certain things because you want to minimize that mindset as much as possible because what it does is hinders you from even starting anything. Not investing into yourself is another reason you're stuck with this broke mindset. A lot of people rather invest into others. They rather lend people money. They rather give people this, give people that. They rather lend their time out to other people, their energy out to other people than actually investing into their self. The best thing you could do with your life is invest into yourself. When I say invest into yourself, it's not only business wise or investing into the market, but it's investing into your energy, investing into your time. Your time is sacred. Your time is priceless. Like you shouldn't you shouldn't lend other people your time so that they can do whatever they want with it. Yeah, everybody wants to go hang out this weekend, but you got goals, you got plans that you set up for this week that you need to accomplish. And if you don't do them, you're gonna be set back. You're gonna set back. That's pretty much what happens. You tell yourself, okay, I'll take this weekend, I'll take this weekend off, go hang out with the guys, or I'll go clubbing, I'll go out this weekend, and then you set yourself back. That's what happened to a lot of people, which is why you procrastinate. It takes you longer to get your things done. It takes you longer to see that success that you're looking for. So always think, do not allow people to steal your time, steal your energy. Don't just lend these things out. These things are sacred to you as a human being. And time, no matter how you think about it, time it's not slowly running, but it's moving like this. It's finite, which means you have a little bit of time. You might think just because you're in your 20s you have a lot of time, but you actually have a little bit of time to actually do the things that you need to do. So before you lend anybody your time, before you go out and every weekend you're partying, every weekend you're doing something that you probably know you don't want to be doing, but you're just doing it because you're with the people, you're with everybody, and people just told you, man, you got to come out, invest in yourself, invest in your time, invest in your energy so you can build something that's worth looking. When you look back at it, you're just like, I'm grateful that I took the time to actually build something, right? Yes, I sacrificed this. Yes, I sacrificed that. I sacrificed not hanging out with my friends. I sacrificed not doing certain things, but I was able to build something. Not telling you not to have any friends, right? But in the right times, When you don't have that space that's occupied, you could go hang with them. But when you do have a space that's occupied with something that you've set yourself and you told yourself you're gonna do, then do that thing. Because in the long run, it's gonna pay off. In the long run, it's always gonna pay off. Thanks for watching this video. It's kind of like a rant session, but I just wanted to tell you and show you that the reason we have a broke mindset is because we allow ourselves to. Yes, we grow up in these environments. Yes, we're not well off, right? We didn't have an inheritance passed down onto us. But what we do have is the right to fight, the right to create something of ourselves. That's what we do have, right? Nobody's hindering you or nobody's stopping you from creating a business. Nobody's stopping you from making money online. Nobody's stopping you from investing. These things are accessible to everybody. But it matters if you want to do that. If you sacrifice, if you're willing to sacrifice, if you're willing to be disciplined, if you're willing to be consistent at whatever it is that you want to get at, right? That's what it takes. Those are the things that it takes. If not, then you're going to stay with the broke mindset. You're going to allow yourself to be a victim of this trap that you've created for yourself. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe down below. Peace.